how's it going? It's Matt here. So I wanted to cover a couple things with you. We got our big move coming up to Oki here soon. We are making that transition towards the end of January, and as we kind of get it ready to make that transition, I kind of wanted to explain to you some of the steps that we had to take. This is more for our military side of the house. I guess if you're a civilian and you're not in the military and you're kind of curious what it's like, you can go ahead and watch this video, but it may not be for you. Anyway, so we heard when we first started this process about 6 months ago in June timeframe that it is going to be crazy. And parts of that are true, and other parts of that mostly are not true. We've made it about as simple as we can on ourselves by just trying to do everything we're supposed to when we are supposed to do it. If you do it that way, I'm not going to promise you that it's going to work out exactly as it needs to, but you probably are going to have a good bet that everything's going to work out the way it should. And so just a couple, kind of a small checklist. I'm not going to go over it all. I'm not trying to take up your guys' day. If you have some more questions, I can make some more videos about it, maybe in a little more in depth. But so the way it kind of starts, you get your orders. You need to start the overseas screening package like ASAP. Have your wife get one. Have your children. If you have multiple, everyone needs a overseas screening package. They need to go to the doctor and have the doctor fill that out. So your PCM needs to do that for all of your dependents. You also, as the sponsor, need to go get one done for yourself. That one's kind of a pain. You have to go see the doctor. You do a pretty in-depth physical and history of what your medical stuff is. Kind of really like if you've done an SDA or if when you join the Marine Corps or whatever branch it was, basically the exact same package that it was. You're going to fill that out. You're going to talk to someone. And then your battalion commander and sergeant major are going to sign off on it. Or I think it's just battalion commander. That's how it worked for me anyways. It should work for you that way. After your dependents do that, you need to go ahead and take that package to the Naval Hospital, or maybe you're in the Army. I don't know how you guys do it in the Army. You guys probably have a cool way of doing it. But your dependents need to go ahead and take that to the Naval Hospital. Don't take yours there because they will turn you back and you will have 6 heads when you mention something about it. So don't take yours there. Just take yours to your command. Let them fill it out and let it get processed like that. Once you do that, make sure your family has 2 types. All your family members have 2 types of passports. They need a government passport and then they need a tourism passport. Tourism passports largely in part because you might do some traveling and you need it. And it's always good to have a passport anyways. If you don't have one now, this is just a good reason to get it. It does cost some money. I will say budget for about $150 a month when you're doing this. So budget for that because we did ours like once a month when we did ours. Because none of us had any, so we all 3 needed one. So we spent $150 3 months in a row to go get that done. It took about us 2 weeks at the most to get those back. They say about 4 to 6 weeks on average, I guess, or the possibility of that coming back. But it didn't take that long, about 2 weeks. Just don't wait on it. Do that. So I would do that pretty early. Make sure you get your on-base housing application out there. You can find that online. I'll put a link on here you guys can use. Go ahead and use that. Go ahead and send it out with the housing application. I didn't know this until I sent them an email, and I'm glad I did. With the housing application, go ahead and make sure that you fill out the sex offender crazy thing. Literally, all you're doing is signing a piece of paper that says you're not a sex offender, which, if you're in the Marine Corps or any branch of the military, you shouldn't be one of those. You shouldn't be one, period. But shame on you if you're in the military and you are. And shame on your recruiter. Yuck. Anyways, besides that. So you're going to go ahead and do that. You're going to then, you're going to get your family some shots. They need some shots if they're going to Oki. I don't know about Germany or wherever else you lucky people get to go, or maybe not so lucky, depending on where you're going. We're going to Oki. We're super stoked. Whoop, whoop. So, yeah. And then do the shots. If you got really, really little ones like I do, it's going to be in increments. One, you'll get the first set the first time, and then 30 days later, minimum 30 days later, you can get the next shot. So make sure you keep that in mind. Don't procrastinate on that one either. A large part of this is going to be done like way in advance, and then you should have time to where you're like really not waiting on anything else. After that, make sure you go to DMO. Do your DMO class at DMO. You have to do it here on Camp Lejeune anyways. I believe it might be that way everywhere else, but if it's not, I encourage you to go ahead, knock that out. You'll get your date set up for moving out of your house. That's super exciting. That was a slap in the face to my wife and I when we finally found out our moving dates. But pretty exciting. We were pumped about that. In fact, this morning we just had our pre-inspection, and we literally move out in less than a month. It's kind of crazy. But be super excited. It's going to be pretty awesome. And then, like I said, we're just kind of waiting on what we're going to be doing. We have 3 separate move dates. You have an expedited, you have a household goods one, and then you have a non-temporary storage move day. And they all need their separate day. Each moving company needs a separate day. It's going to take them at least a day to do the first 2, because you only get 2,500 pounds if you're E5 and below. I don't know what it is because of that. Up above that, I think it's a little more, but not by much. And then if you, for your non-temporary storage housing goods, that could take more than a day. So keep that in mind when, if you live on base or your apartment and stuff like that. Keep that in mind if you have a day you're trying to leave. Like us, luckily we don't have enough stuff. It's only going to be done by Friday. So it takes 1 day to move it out. But it could take up more for some of you people that have a lot of stuff. Because overall you get 9,000 pounds that they will move, but the stuff that they will move to Japan is only 2,500 pounds. So keep that in mind. You only get 9,000 all together. You might need to, kind of purge some stuff. But there is a large list of things they won't take to Japan. So make sure I'll put some articles that you can see, and you can look at that stuff. But if you got questions about that stuff, just go ahead and reach out to me. I'll have the answer, or I'll find it. And my wife will probably have the answer as well. I haven't seen my wife yet. You are going to see her. I promise you we'll get on here and chat some with you guys. But that is just a small to-do list, really kind of an overview of everything you're going to need to do. So please, I encourage you, if you haven't started on your to-do list for Okinawa, I'm going to call it Oki, the island, go ahead and get started on that, especially if you're about 6 months and, from D-Day. Go ahead and get that done. It's been super fun talking to you guys. I hope this is helpful for you. If you haven't, and I know you haven't subscribed because no one's subscribed yet, because this is my second video. So this is kind of a journey for me. I'm going to let you follow this journey with me. I'm super excited to show you everything we're going to be doing because I think we'll have a good time. And we want to show you that. We want to show you how you guys can have that fun when you're over there. And if you're a civilian, maybe we can show you how to have a good time on the island being a civilian. So super stoked. Be looking out for my videos coming up. I'm going to have some stuff about finances, about cooking. You're going to see me doing some cooking like Gordon Ramsay or something like that. And I'm not, but I'm kind of good, kind of not. I'm pretty good. I'm not too bad. You're going to see some stuff like that. See some travel and stuff. You're probably going to see some stuff about sports. Maybe not about sports. I don't know. I could talk forever about sports. Probably shouldn't get on that. Anyways, so super stoked to share this with you guys and start this vlog with you. Go ahead, please subscribe and share this video away. Thank you guys. God bless you. Merry Christmas.